At the time of making this video, Gray Zone Warfare is topping the Steam top seller charts, even ahead of Helldivers 2. Those wondering how you can play the game on a cloud platform other than GeForce Now might be wondering what platform can handle the game. This is an early access game, and it feels like you need a supercomputer just to run it. Is Shadow capable of running the game? It's dicey. Well, let's get into it. Now let's start with the Shadow boost tier. To be honest, I was very surprised that this game even started up on this tier. The download wasn't bad. It's only around 20 gigabytes. And don't forget that this is a mouse and keyboard game only at the moment. I'm starting at 4K just to see how bad it is. Okay, well it's bad, but not as bad as I initially thought. What's interesting is my graphics settings. I have everything set to low, but with FSR on. AMD FSR is such a terrible looking scaling technology, especially compared to DLSS. But one thing that does surprisingly work is the FSR frame generation, even on the boost tier. It's quite amazing. This gets me to high 30s to about 40, maybe even mid 40s. Now with it turned off, I get into the 20s. Now how about 1080p? Damn! The game just went 8-bit. The same settings, but make sure you turn FSR to native, because that's what causes this. Because this game is a CPU-bound game, the FPS doesn't change. The CPU is already maxed out to begin with, but does this make the game playable on the boost tier? You gotta do what you gotta do, but this is a big no for me. You think I'm gonna be risking my gear in these conditions? What the heck. Leroy Jenkins! Yeah, you can't see a thing. I lost gear for you guys. Give me a like. At least I got chicken. Now, is the Shadow power upgrade any better? Well, the short answer is yes, but how much? This time, you do have DLSS to utilize, but you will not have access to the frame generation. Back to FSR to use their frame generation, and yes, it works. Really well, actually. It's a lifesaver for this tier. I was averaging FPS from the mid-40s to the 70s at 4K. And yes, everything is still set to low, but I'm pretty happy with the performance. Feel free to bump things up to medium if you're feeling risky. Of course, the big problem is the decoder, which only still gives you around mid-40s of those frames, which stinks. Man, they really need to fix this. But overall, FSR 3 with frame generation is the real winner here. Now be aware that once again, going 1080p doesn't really increase FPS unfortunately. Damn that CPU! Yeah, you'll get around the same performance. I also suggest that you turn FSR down to native for best visuals. You don't want that 8-bit stuff again. Overall, the power upgrade is the way to go. Things should get better as game development continues and optimizations are made. And no, don't even ask about the discovery tier. Don't do it. Stop it! I see you typing. I see you.
Stop it. Get some help.
If you're looking to get signed up with Shadow, the link is in the description. Make sure to check out their current deals on the website. I'll also have raw gameplay footage of my Shadow power upgrade run on my personal channel with a link in the description. So if you like this overview of Gray Zone Warfare on the non-introductory gaming tiers of Shadow, give us a like. Also make sure to join as a member of the channel or join our Patreon and our Discord in the links below. And above all else, make sure to subscribe to keep it locked right here at the only place where you do battle in gaming heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle.